Hey YouTube, metalskinstudios here. This is going to be a video response to You Good Homeboys video on atheism and God. What's up, little bro? I guess you saw right. I was going to watch your video, and I'm going to respond to it. Now keep in mind that all I'm going to be saying in this video comes from a place of love. Alright, little bro? Now, the first point I want to touch is this one.
But holy fuck. It sometimes sounds like that these people want to put all Christians to death or something.
Who wants to put
like,
Christians to death?
Matt Condell and the Amazing Atheists and fucking Richard Dawkins. Richard Dawkins, that's the worst of them.
Okay. Amazing Atheist, Pat Condell, and Richard Dawkins have absolutely nothing in common in my book. So I don't really know where you're going with this. But
these guys are being followed like Jesus was followed.
okay. I'm assuming here that because Richard Dawkins is a prominent voice of the atheist community, and that he's a teacher or a professor, that one could make a comparison with Jesus's quality as a life teacher, but I want to point this out to you. I can agree with Richard Dawkins without having to do anything else than agree with Richard Dawkins. And I can agree with Richard Dawkins on some points and disagree with him on other points. Agreeing with Richard Dawkins in his qualities as a professor of biology, when he explains evolution, and I listen, and I understand what he says, does not inform any other behavior or any other position that I hold. None other than those based on biology, evolution, and agreeing with him in his capacity as a professor of biology. Richard Dawkins could be a fucking vegetarian, and I couldn't give a flying fuck. Do you see where I'm going with this? You can agree with someone without necessarily following him like Jesus, because following Jesus meant you had to change your behavior. You had to adopt and obey religious dogmas that were imposed upon you for no other good reason than it's written in the Bible. So, to claim that Richard Dawkins is being followed like Jesus was being followed, if you're going to follow Jesus, you're going to have to obey and do some things in order to follow Jesus. If you're going to agree with Richard Dawkins, you're just going to understand how evolution works. Do you see the difference?
They follow people like Richard Dawkins and Pat Condell like Christians follow Jesus. They're like sheep. And you tell them, you say, well, dude, you're just copying out your ideas. No, I'm a free thinker. I'm a free thinker. I think outside the box. You know, I believe in science. You know, but you didn't arrive to that conclusion on your own. You copped out. You took an idea that sounded appealing, and you used it as your own.
Okay. So, is there a way that you can see two people arriving to the same conclusion, but by taking different paths? I'll take Dawkins as an example again. I'm not British. I didn't grow up in high society. I didn't go to Harvard. I'm not a professor emeritus that's recognized throughout the world. I don't make the same kind of dough this guy makes. And I don't have all the scientific knowledge that this guy has. But in the road I traveled and the experiences that I've lived in my life, I have come to the conclusion that I don't think there's sufficient evidence to prove the existence of God. Therefore, I don't believe there is a God. I got to that conclusion not because I followed Richard Dawkins, not because I read everything that he's written, or because I've taken the same classes he took, or because I asked for him to tell me what I should do. I came to that conclusion from all other different experiences than what he's had. Yet, we agree on some points. Now, I can think that some of his arguments make sense, and I could also think that other arguments don't make any sense at all. Agreeing with someone does not prevent you from being a free thinker. I hope you see the nuance there. Let's see the other point.
I'd rather be a humble Christian than an arrogant know-it-all atheist.
Well, if you're gonna put it that way, fuck, I'd like to be a humble whatever instead of an arrogant whatever. But what I'd like to know is, what do you mean by raining on their parade? Because you do ask a good question at the end of your video, and I'm going to bring it up right now.
Is what makes you any better than a Christian who sticks their nose in your business and tells you to convert to Christianity? Somebody tell me the difference.
Okay, I will. If I say that I don't believe in a God, that doesn't take anyone's rights away from them. It doesn't. It absolutely doesn't. If I come to a Christian and explain to him why I think his arguments on the existence of God fail to meet the standard of acceptable proof, or empirical proof, or scientific proof, or just my standard of proof that I would accept, it does not ask for him to do anything to anybody else. However, if a Christian comes to me and asks and tells me about their God and tells me that, I'm going to go to hell if I don't believe in their God and repent and convert and so on and so forth, they're also asking me to follow all of God's commandments and to follow the Bible. And that means following a book that says homosexuals are an abomination and deserve to die. It also legitimizes rape. It also legitimizes genocide, slavery. It's when you say if their belief in God doesn't hurt anybody, what the fuck does it matter? Well, the fucktards that lobby the politicians to throw their religious bullshit inside our secular legislation have one argument that gives them any credibility, and that's how many votes they have. How many votes do they bring to the table? If you are the president of an evangelical association and you come to a politician saying, the 1,000,000 people that follow me in my church, they'll vote what I tell them to vote. So are you going to make us happy and throw that anti-gay marriage legislation and that anti-abortion legislation and so on? Or am I going to be telling all my people to vote against you? Those 1,000,000 people are probably very good people, could be good people, may be fucking assholes. It doesn't matter. The simple fact that they associate and become a number, which is used by the head of their religion to use as weight, as collateral to push their agendas inside or upon the rest of society, that's the fucking bullshit with religion. That's the problem with religion. And it's not just Christians. It's any fucking religion that asks for special treatment in societies where we don't think special treatment should be given or handed out. So, I guess the fact that I throw the, fucktard pretty liberally when dealing with someone that's trying to convince me that there's a sky daddy, could be construed as arrogant, could be construed as rude, or even snub-nosed and douchebaggy. But I don't go knocking on people's door asking them if they believe in God and then fucking unleash my atheism reality onto them. No. I hold my position when somebody presents me with theirs. You'll notice that in my videos, when I go after some fucktard, it's not because they're just peacefully living their Christian life in their home, not bothering anyone. It's usually because they're on YouTube making videos claiming that atheists deserve to be punished and deserve eternal torture. Now, they're not hurting anyone, but they're promoting hatred. They're promoting dehumanization of a class of people who don't hold their beliefs. And they do that, why? Because they use their religion as their throne of righteousness. That, again, is why some atheists are virulent, are aggressive in responding to religion. So, I don't know if my answer here has been what you were asking, but I didn't want to use the argument, oh well, theism is illogical or irrational. No, it's not that. I would rather do good unto others because I believe that I should do good unto others, and I want others to do good unto me, and not because I fear someone's gonna fuck me for the rest of eternity if I don't. So anyways, food for thought, little dude. Hopefully we can talk about this some more, but yeah, I guess that's all I had to say. So y'all take care, and I'll see you later.